Hey there, this is Kim Klaver, and I have a little show for you today. And here's what it is. How do you get people to listen to you? I have been in the business of consulting and coaching and network marketing for almost 30 years now. And I would say that probably one of the most interesting things people don't normally talk about is this. Everybody says, well, we need customers. How do we interest people in our customers, in our business, in our service, and what we've got? And of course, this is the idea, how to get people coming to you that are the right ones. But to get started, you first have to get people who will listen to you in the first place. So I'm going to be looking away from time to time, just so you know. I'd love to keep eye contact with you. But I got my little slides here, so I want to go see if I can make this work. So number one, how do you get people to listen to you? First, you have to get their attention. And this is not easy. Everyone's lives are absolutely full of everything that they're doing. They're normally on, if they could be, on more than one phone at once, they would be. And they're looking at their texts, and they're looking at their computer, and looking at their papers, looking at the kids, doing this, doing that. And of course, when you call, the same thing happens, right? It's hello if they answer. Hopefully, if it's you, they'll answer. And they're in the middle of 5 other things, probably looking at Facebook and doing something with the kids. And who knows, some people are watching TV. Getting somebody's attention in this world is probably the number one thing that people don't really know how to do. And so if you ask yourself, what's the best way to get somebody's attention? Because without that, you're never going to make a sale. They're not paying attention, right? So what's the way to do that? Well, one thing is you can tell them how good we are. And a lot of people do that for what they think are the right reasons. Namely, well, I have degrees, I'm from Harvard and Stanford and MIT, I'm really good, so you ought to listen to me. Or my company is the greatest thing since sliced bread, it's been around for 40 years, it's debt-free, it has this wonderful CEO. Or you talk about the product, or it's the best business opportunity in the world, or we're the best this or that in the world. We tell them how good we are. That's very common. However, while it sometimes works for somebody that you really have a lot of influence over, most people kind of go, well, right, because that's really not what's interesting to them. So we can also have other people can tell them how good we are. So we can say, oh, we have all these testimonials. Look at all these wonderful people who tell me I'm really great and you ought to be coming with me and doing my business with me or buying my products and what have you. And while that works sometimes to have other people tell you, that you're really good, that's sometimes fun. But for a lot of other people, it's kind of like, oy vey, so kind of like, okay, so when are we going to get to the good part? And this is difficult. How to get somebody's attention. Do not underestimate it. It's, as far as I know, it's never mentioned in any of our businesses, whether we're coaches or consultants or network marketers. It's just, kind of how to pitch them. So what might be a better way? And I want to tell you that the better way is not to talk about us. Remember, you want to get their attention. And the next one is not what you think either. It's not to talk about them either. No. There's something better that I have found, at least over the years, and that's this. You talk about someone else. So you go, well, what do you mean you talk about somebody else? Who am I going to talk about? Well, here's how this works. This is what I've done all these years. You tell them, let me move my little movie camera here. You tell them, in fact, I'll just make it a little smaller. You tell them that you are looking for someone. Okay? Really, you're looking for someone. Yep, that's what you're going to tell them. And when you do, they're going to go, well, who are you looking for? And then you're going to go, well, I'm looking for somebody who yada, 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 and yada, 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 yada. And they're going to listen in and lean in because maybe they know someone, just like you see here. So you're talking about someone that you're looking for. So it's not about you and it's not about them. It's about someone else. And this has a very interesting effect. Number one is the person knows that you're not hitting on them. So the big fear among many people in our world, because so many people are in network marketing companies, they're in affiliate companies, whether it's Avon or Tupperware, it doesn't make any difference. A lot of people are hitting on each other. Do you want to buy my product? If you buy mine, I'll buy yours. Or if you like mine, I'll like yours. This is kind of like standard fare. But it's not very effective because you want customers and reps who love what they do and who don't need you to motivate them to do it. So everyone is kind of looking out for, oh, are you hitting on me? Are you hitting on me? And when you ask about someone else, you're not hitting on them. And this gives the other person great relief. So right away, at least this is what I've done. They listen without fear. And also, because they're not worried that you're going to hit them up. And then also, they tune in to who it is that you're looking for, what kind of person you're looking for. So they can help you in case. That's really what this is. Because the fear is gone, so they can afford, okay, so who is it that you're looking for? What exactly are you looking for? They know that they're not your target, and maybe they can help you find your ideal customer. And I'm going to give a little webinar to show you how to do this. I learned how to do this 27 years ago. Because when I first got into the industry, the network marketing business, somebody told me certain things like, here are the people you need to ask for, here are the people you need to recruit, and I did that, and I got a lot of them, dozens and dozens in my first couple of months, but everybody dropped out. And so I learned a couple of other things to do instead, and since that time, I have built 6 different companies to the top of the heap, to the top of the pay plan, usually been in the top 10 earners company-wide for all of them, or in the top 10 recruiters, or both. And I've learned this one particular technique to get someone's attention and keep it, particularly if they're not the right one, okay? And the reason is they can help you, and they often will. And of course, now and then somebody says, well, yeah, that's me. And you go, oh, yeah, that's great. But you don't know. So the webinar is called Is Anyone Listening.me. Now notice it's not, see what it is there? It's .me. Okay, you can register there. It's on the house. I think it's April 29. Oh gosh, I hope it's April 29. It's Is Anyone Listening.me. And I'll show you how I do that there, and then I will show some of you a little more advanced program where you can do this and several of the next steps that you need in order to approach the people that are going to be recommended and start the process of backing out so that you know whether or not they really are the right ones. Because remember, if you're marketing, say, I don't know, a weight loss program, that's a different kind of an eating program. It's going to require a different sort of person who would want to do that than someone who was looking for some quick appetite suppressants, for $5 at Walmart, right? All right, so I will see you on the webinar. That is the last slide here. I don't know what happened to the slide, but here it is. Are you coming? Is anyone listening.me? I have just learned how to do this, so I'm delighted that it worked at all. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya. Bye. See you on the webinar.